Let's take it back to the songs of your time. This is The Throwback on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he delivers to us the preachings of the Sunday's Gospel that's awe-inspiring yet easy to understand and appreciate. Let us all listen to the Word of God here on The Word Exposed on Air, only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Fight, blue and white. 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 Yeah, every test, every trouble, every mess, every rubble, every pen, every paper, every blank, every answer, every win, every loss, every circle, every cross, every piece, every war, every wound, every scar, every chicken, every pork, every spoon, every fork, every color, every hue, every red, white, yellow, blue, every darkness, every light, for the blue and for the white, everyone, every big, every fight, one big fight. Already. Are you ready now?
Bakit ang mahal ng bili?
Kailangan ba
Bakit
talaga
laging
dito
traffic
namang may freedom of
kahit
speech?
saan?
Marami tayong mga tanong.
Tayo laban sa
Bakit
fake
ganito?
news? Ano ba makaiwas?
Bakit ganyan? Mga tanong tungkol sa bayan at sa buhay.
Sino nga ba ang gawang kabataan?
May solusyon nga ba? Sino ang may
Para
sagot?
kanino ba talaga ang gobyerno?
At sino ang magtatanong? Huwag mag-alala! We got you! Dahil dito, bawal ang dead air. Sa Nagtatanong Lang. Kasama si J.R. Santiago, isang guro, public speaker at dating public servant na walang takot na magtatanong para sa mga sagot na dapat nating malaman sa tulong ng ating mga eksperto, leader at tayong mga mamamayan. Kasagutang para sa atin at para sa bayan. Nagtatanong Lang, ang bago mong public service program dito sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Tuwing Huwebes ng gabi, makiosyoso, makidiskurso at makialam. Dahil ang tamang tanong may swak na solusyon. Nagtatanong Lang.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog, lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Welcome, and good morning, good day, and welcome to the pilot episode of SPARC Podcast, all about marriages and parenting through the eyes of spouses, parents, and children. This program is brought to you by Radyo Katipunan, CBX Network, Discovery Weekend, and the Love Institute. Shout out also to all our listeners over at Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Woo! And happy birthday, Mama Mary. It's a wonderful day to launch this podcast, and we feel so blessed for this day. So we hope you'll stay tuned and We hope that you'll get a lot of learning for today. And for our pilot episode, Mama Mary's birthday, our episode is entitled OMG, Ba't Ganun? Managing the Transition from Single Life to Married Life. And for today, we are so blessed. Now, we have with us to join us, get to the meat of this topic of transitioning from single life to married life. We have some senior lay chaplains from the Discovery Weekend, Dr. Alan and Maribel Junicio. Woohoo! Dr. Alan is also a family medicine specialist and clinical toxicologist. So he deals a lot with suicidals and drug addicts, but hopefully we'll avoid that altogether. And with him, of course, is his better half, the darling, Maribel Junicio, who is the founder of the Love Institute, and together they co-authored several relationship books. Kaya marami po tayong mapupulot sa kanila, hopefully including I've Been Dating, Now What? Thinking of Marriage, Teen Crush, to name a few. So would you like to say hello to our listeners?
So good morning to everyone, all those transitioning into married life. We're happy to be here. Thank you for inviting.
Yes, good morning. And those who will transition, boyfriend, girlfriend pa lang, it's good to learn as early as now.
Yes, what transition talaga. So, also with us, I'm so happy to have them with us. We have Mr. and Mrs. Juan Lorenzo and Angel Soriano Armovit. Woo! Enzo is a mindfulness and meditation coach focusing on inner well-being, while Angel, on the other hand, is an interior designer who creates purposeful spaces for everyday living. But most of all, Enzo and Angel are recently married. They tied the knot just May 2025. So, honeymooners, welcome. Please greet our listeners, our viewers.
Hi. Hi, viewers. We are hopeful that you get to learn something from us. You say something.
Good morning, everyone. It's good to be back here in Ateneo. I'm actually a graduate, and I've been here in GESCOM.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
mga
you.
alumni. Yeah. So, salamat that you carved time to grace our first episode, our pilot episode. So, let's get started. I'm sure there are people who are excited, who are in the same boat as Enzo and Angel, who might be transitioning, maybe not a few months, some maybe a few years already, or others are engaged. So, let's get to the meat of it. Kwentuhan lang to. So, kunyari walang nanonood, tayo-tayo lang naman to, no? To Enzo and Angel, in your 4 months na ba? Almost 4 months, no? Of being married, what is the biggest difference between your dating relationship before and now that you're already married, your married life? Like, did you have hobbies or routines as a single person that you now have to change a bit, tweak a bit from your routine, and you have to give up or find a new balance?
I think it's you who adjusted like more, I guess, because I like staying home. I'm a homebody. He goes out a lot, so extrovert, introvert. So I think you adjusted more, right, in going out.
Yeah, that's true. Relative to her, I would when I was single, I would go out also and go out with other friends. Even on the weekdays, I would see friends over lunch, or I'd visit someone, maybe even relatives. But I wouldn't really call myself an extrovert anymore. I don't limit myself that way because I've also learned to appreciate solitude. I mean, that's what meditation's about also, right? Like being okay with nothing, or your relationship with boredom. So it's interesting because her having the day job and having to go to another city to work, I'm actually the homebody now. I'm the one who, with the project-based work, right? I'm the one who finds himself at home during the weekdays. Yeah. So it's a transition also in a way for
But
me.
I
that-
guess, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've sacrificed to answer your
Okay.
question.
But even before, like you, as you said, you've gotten used to being alone. But now, there's someone constantly with you in the house. How is that like? How has that changed like?
Nagpapaalam ka ba?
We have 2 rooms, right? In the condo, we have 2 rooms. And when he wants his alone time, he goes to his office. That's where his amp is for his guitar. That's where he plays. That's where his Pokemon cards are. He admires them there. So he has his own room when he wants his alone time. And I would stay in the bedroom too. Like in the other room. Or I stay in the living room because that's where I want to work sometimes. So we still have our own thing, even though we have like one house. The main adjustment maybe is like also one of the adjustments that we have right now is like eating time and like because I would come home around 8 like that, which I appreciate because he would wait. Oh, he would wait. Yeah, and then sometimes we would cook together pa when I get home. So that's also an adjustment because he could have, like, he would eat naman before or I would just eat outside instead. So it's also like,
Was that something
it's
you
our
agreed
bonding. Yeah, it's something.
But you agreed on
yeah,
that.
we agreed on it. Yeah.
Have
Yeah, I was
dinner
about
together.
to ask that. Was that intentionally talked about?
Yes.
Or
to have
it
dinner.
just happened to mesh into that kind of new routine, or was there new patterns discussed?
It's our bonding time for the day because throughout the day we're not together. So at dinner, that's where we make a point to have time for each other.
Yeah, that's correct. Time with each other, and we did talk about it, agree on it. Yeah, for sure. Especially since at the start she wasn't that busy, but then she got busy, right?
Okay.
She got a job. So it's also managing our own individual lives around the marriage,
Okay.
around, diba, our relationship.
I'm feeling so upset now.
Because I was about to ask. So speaking of,
I'm feeling so upset now.
yeah,
Why didn't we talk that way before?
and knowing what you know now after how many years?
40 years.
40 plus
I
years
didn't wait for him for dinner.
of marriage.
For me, for dinner, you know?
And not only as your experience in your own marriage, but now also as coaches and family specialists.
Yeah.
What are some challenges talaga that usually newly married couple go through or should expect?
That's the one, okay? So there's the whole point when you get married, and this is, I'm quoting now from Father Nilo Talalega. You know, he was our
Jesuit,
professor
yeah.
back sa CEFAM, no? Tapos ang sabi niya, when you get married, the number one issue is an issue of loyalty. Your loyalty has to transfer from your family of origin to your spouse. And it has to transfer from your friends to your spouse. So, I'm not surprised, diba, that you're not going out that much anymore, diba? Oh, because there's now another person who is supposed to, for whom you're supposed to prioritize your time. Diba? And in our case, it's not just loyalty to your father, mother, brother, sisters. It's also loyalty to the way things were done in your family. And the way things were done in my family, because we were small, you wait. Diba?
You wait
for people
for
to come
dinner.
home. Then you have dinner together.
4 of you lang.
Mortal sin pagka hindi ka naghintay. In Maribel's family, and they were 8. They couldn't wait.
Yeah.
Family of 10.
You go hungry if you wait for all 8 to complete.
Not only that, because he's a doctor, I wait 1 hour, wala pa, 2 hours. I've learned that I have to give 3 hours allowance. And so what I did, I eat a little bit and I sit down again with him to eat. So I never lost weight.
Yeah.
So yung mga changing, the rules are changing, di ba? Oh, and that's an adjustment.
And that's good that you're talking about it, di ba? And making it intentional in that sense. And there are other rules that are good to be intentional about and not just bahala na.
Yeah, so when I drive home, he'd usually ask, so what do you want for dinner? Ganyan. So he'd say, I can cook pasta. So he'd prepare it. So when I get home, I'll fix up, but we'll cook it together.
Oh.
But when we don't have time anymore, he'd start it naman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'd still eat together. So that's what usually happens.
So that's interesting. And before we get into the other challenges that newlyweds have, maybe more from your end too, we'd like to invite all our viewers out there, if you would like to send questions, comments, feedback, shout-outs, you can do so over the comment section of Facebook and YouTube channel of Radyo Katipunan. We'd love to hear from everybody. So speaking of which, one is adjusting the eating time, getting used to having someone in the house, not already and fixing your alone time, working time, and together time. Other challenges that you guys experience, especially in terms of communication, maybe finances as well.
You want to take it?
Yeah, for sure. Finances. We've been taught how to save, how to invest, and how to budget. Like budgeting is a very basic skill, and if you're not aligned rin, with the budget, it's tricky, and it can be cause for disagreement, even arguments, right? But we both agree that we don't want it to get there.
We don't want to fight.
It's up
because
to
of
us,
money.
right? So that's like a law for us already. We can argue, we can disagree, but let's not fight over our money.
So
our
we have
money,
a
keyword.
chart. We have an Excel sheet
Yeah.
for our accounting. So our rent, expenses, this is the allotted money for groceries. So we have a sheet for Google Drive, ganyan. So it was really helpful. Shout out to Love Institute and to Discovery Weekend, because we learned that there as well. But we've been doing it prior, but what we learned kasi from our sessions, it gave a deeper sense of how we need to divide things accordingly. So he has his own money, I have my own, we have a fund together. That's how we do it. And then we have certain budgets for certain things. So before the next month, we see to it that we have allotted budget for all our expenses then. And then,
So your money, you put it together, it's in a...
We have three.
His money and her money
His,
together.
her, and then ours.
Yes. Okay.
Parang ganon. We also have allowances
Yes. That's
for
good.
each other.
Yes.
Without
Yeah,
question. Like, this is your money, no questions, you buy whatever
Yeah,
you want.
Yes.
freedom money.
Yeah,
Freedom money.
Yeah.
O yun.
So we have that.
So I'll ask Maribel and Alan now, no? Ang galing, di ba? Kasi dapat talaga pinaghahandaan yan. Oo, wag pag-awayan, pero dapat din pinag-uusapan. Yung iba kasi, dahil ayaw nilang pag-awayan, huwag na
Hindi
natin
na
pag-usapan. Oo,
Yes,
kasi
yes.
stressful, tense pag-usapan eh.
One of the difficult conversations.
Correct. Yeah.
For
Pero
couples to
kailangan.
have. Yeah, but
Yes.
it's needed.
Needed.
Yeah.
So, Maribel, Doc Alan, issue ba talaga mga ganyan, lalo na pag bagong kasal, ang mga conversations on money and earlier, it's about what you're used to sa bahay nyo. Kasali yan, di ba?
Well, money and sex are the two topics that usually couples have difficulty talking about it. So somebody has to facilitate. So like in this case, since they attended both Discovery Weekend and in Love Institute sessions, we're intentional. We mentioned that, joint bank account from the beginning. His money and her money in one basket. Then, as she said, there are the expenses, pero merong, allowance of Enzo and allowance of Angel. Because that is the one that's missing in many couples' experience. Paano ako? Wala na akong pera. Kaya nga ilagay natin doon. And be generous with each other. Whatever amount you talk about it, And everything else is itemized savings and whatever.
Yes.
And this is born from our own painful experience.
Painful.
Okay, I mean, we were
Care to share.
We were-
tayo lang naman yun. Walang kakalat.
hindi ako tumitingin sa camera.
Oo.
So, kami, sige, joint ka agad. Pero ang problema namin, yung katulad ng sinabi mo, Enzo, yung what to put the money in. Ang problema namin yung line item. No? Saan ba ilalagay? Tsaka how much to put. Di ba? And, naku, nakakahiya kasi kayo, Google, Excel, di ba? Kami, envelope.
Envelope system.
Napaka-boomer namin. And then, we try to switch roles. No?
Yeah.
Parang, we said, sige, ikaw muna ang hawak ng pera. Tapos, sige, ako susubukan kong hawakan ng pera. Pero nakakaiba kami doon sa line item. Parang there's always this temptation to put an insertion. Diba?
Mas malaki yung savings niya. Sabi ko, ayoko, ako na lang maghawak ha.
Oo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
that was the painful experience.
Kaya ngayon, when we see couples, intentional. Diba?
Yeah.
Dapat maaga pa lang pag-uusap. Kasi nagkamali kami dun eh. Hindi kami nag-usap. No?
But the idea about the putting your money together, it will encourage the couple to talk also on how to use the money. So how much for groceries, how much, utilities, there's not, how much utility budget do we want? Or yung eating out, or couple vacation, or, So it encourages the couple to talk about it. Kasi many have yung his money, her money, then they'll put money in a common basket. So there's no talking about, it discourages or does not, it discourages the couple really from talking about the whole picture.
Yes.
And also, what are your dreams? What will we save for? You want a car, you want a vacation. So there's that joint and coupleness that we want to encourage from the beginning.
Okay. I guess yun yung word natin for the day, intentionality. So tandaan
Yes.
po natin mga
Intentional.
viewers yan. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala. Magkakaroon tayo ng episode all about money. Kasi
Yes.
medyo marami talagang pag-uusapan dyan. Pero may nagtatanong. Meron tayong phone-in question from Luigi Sison. Kilala ko yata to.
Wow, talaga?
Usapang banyo. How to share the bathroom. I guess, as a single person, kung sanay ka na lahat ng kalat mo na sa sarili mong banyo, paano ngayon that you have to share that with another person? Siguro, Angel muna or Enzo?
Ito ba yung Luigi na kilala ko from...
Well, that's a good question because we live in a condo, right? So medyo maliit. But I'm quite anal with cleanliness actually. So for me, cleaning it's not a chore. It can be a meditation. It can be a calming exercise. So it depends how you. So the bathroom is something I like to keep clean because that's the place where you clean yourself.
Yeah.
So naturally, that's a non-issue for us, and we've learned how to it was easy to learn how to share the bathroom, and she got me. I'm not that particular with it anymore, but early on she got me also into skincare. Right? So because of that, it enhanced our experience of the bathroom. Diba? Together.
I think it
Ganun.
also helped that we lived with our siblings
Before.
with shared bathrooms. So
All right, we share the room with our sibling.
We share the room
Both
with our
of us.
siblings
And you share the bathroom
growing
too.
up. So we also shared bathrooms growing
Yeah.
up. So yeah, I think that helped also with our transitioning together. But he's very particular with his stuff. It needs, so we have a help. We have a Mimay, because Mimay is her name. She likes to clean things, and then things that are not supposed to be there, she removes it from the place and puts it where they're supposed to be. So when Enzo gets home and then the stuff aren't there, he's like, it's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here.
Yeah, actually, they're not supposed to be there.
So he's very particular, which I've learned. It's also an adjustment. Because he has his what's that? Organized clutter.
Yeah.
Which I learned to respect. Yeah. So it has been helpful also that he has his own space because all his clutter is there.
How about the amount of time you spend in the bathroom, di ba? Meron bang longer than the other one? Di ba? You share
Because in
one.
the morning, syempre I need to prepare first. Eh. So we really don't share the bathroom much in the morning.
Yeah, because you leave earlier.
Yeah, because I leave earlier and he stays home. At night, parang we have a routine na rin, like a set routine. When I get home, I fix up, I shower and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I need to shower now, No naman.
Wala yung, ako na muna.
Wala naman. It's more of the stuff in the bathroom talaga.
So yung habits nyo, and yung oras ng...
It just,
it
it just
jives
aligned. Yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
yeah. So
with
far.
the two of you.
Yes.
Tingnan natin pag
But I
dumating
want a
mga
new
kids.
bathroom. But I want like a separate. I want to have two bathrooms.
Oh, goals mo yan.
Oh, really?
Financial
Yeah, that's
goals
financial
natin.
goals.
Pero,
That's the first I'm hearing of it.
dialogue now? O, mamaya, pagkatapos sa show, pero na kayong pag-uusapan over your breakfast date.
How did you handle that? Like, he wants things in a
Being
certain. Kasi
anal,
you said it
quote-unquote.
was an adjustment for you.
Well, okay, I have OCD, so I can understand that part. However, like for example, laptops or wires na nakalagay sa TV console. So our help would remove it, put it in the office. He'll put it back. He'll put it back in the like where our help, where my place I removed them from. So parang ako, but you have your office, you put it there. No, it's supposed to be here. Parang ganon. I don't know. I just understood it from his side na okay, he wants to know where things are. Parang ganon. And then slowly, he also adjusted din eh, na parang he made space for it in the office para ma-clear yung TV. Parang it was an adjustment for both of us.
It sounds like.
Patience is a virtue.
It sounds like really it's Enzo versus Mimay. They have to dialogue, and you're caught in between.
Yes, because I'm like go Mimay, do it.
Okay.
Fix it.
So, we've talked about money, we've talked about the banyo, we've talked about what you're used to from kung saan ka lumaki na pamilya, no? Ano pa? Ano pa dapat yung mga topics na pwedeng pag-usapan sana bago ikasal or habang bagong kasal pa lang?
Now this one is another topic but related too, no? And that's the way that the house is fixed.
Yeah.
Diba? So you're talking about, things have to be a certain way, in a certain place, no? I think that your traumas when you were a child, well, maybe not so much traumas, but the things, the unpleasant experiences you had, that sense na wala ako nito dati, comes into play for things like that, for space, no? For example, in our family, in Maribel's family, they were 8, no? And because they're 8, then I'm just, you have to tell the story.
The place was just so messy.
Diba? With
So
8 people.
I was dreaming I get married, I'll have an orderly house and get somebody to fix it, and which I wanted to do, which I
Kampi ka
did.
kaagad sa kanya.
No, because I lived with my grandma.
Yeah.
Shared house with a lot of stuff.
Oh, my grandma was there too.
Yeah. So growing up, I lived in a full house with full of stuff. So when
Ancestral house pa,
yes.
original. Oh.
And then when I had my own place, I was like, minimalist tayo, walang gamit, halos.
Kaya ka ba nag-interior designer?
And stuff.
Born of trauma ba yan?
But yeah, it comes from, I agree, it comes from you growing up then, like how your house was, ganyan.
I made our
It
place
has
a
a
museum,
factor.
according to Alan.
Yeah. So there was one time, diba? There was a referral from the hospital, And I didn't, it was an unfamiliar case, so I had to bring out my books, so...
Wala
just
pang
in the-
Google nun eh.
In the middle
All
of the night.
medical books.
Middle of the night, she's asleep, so I bring out, 5, 6, 7 books there looking for
Not
the
on the
correct
bed?
answer. Not on the bed, down in the
dining
living room.
table.
Okay,
In the living
okay.
room. No? Okay. When I wake up, she's angry with me. Kasi ang karat-karat daw. No? Parang ganon.
Reminded me
So
of-
kasama yon, no? Pag may mga tendency sa kikita sa bahay, baka may pinanggagalingan na trauma or childhood issues or unmet needs. We call that unmet needs. No? Dapat ba pinag-uusapan yan bago ikasal? Or
Yes.
paano yan nadidiscover? Paano yan
Well,
nailalabas sa usapan, sa
That's
conversation?
why for the newlyweds in preparing them for marriage, the family of origin talking about it. So we have about 15 items there of, even how do you greet or will you greet, the eating, the fixing of the home. So there's several items. We'll try to anticipate and become more aware of what is the practice in his house and her house. And if it's different, can you negotiate already or at least be aware of it? That this is a potential conflict area. So you have to make a agreement on how to go about it.
But you can't anticipate everything.
No, not everything.
Diba? So it's when you start living together that you start see, there's a difference, diba? And you can quarrel about it, but maybe the better thing to say is tell me the story behind it,
Yeah.
diba? Why is it that this is the way you want things done, and why is it the way you want things done, and
Yeah.
Getting curious
Yeah, oo nga.
instead of judging right away.
Right.
Na-catch mo
kalat mo
rin
naman.
yan, diba? So, importante yun, no? Imbes na mali ka, judge mo na. No, go to
Curiosity.
Always kung paano magtanong, lalo na yung tono ni Doc Alan, no? Being curious, imbes na, parang, teka muna, saan ang gagaling yan?
How come you're doing it that way?
Oo. And baka mas maraming lumabas doon sa
Yes.
usapan. Naku, teka muna. Ang sarap-sarap ng ating kwentuhan, ng ating usapan. Pero just a time check right now. It's
Oh, okay.
9:59 para sa ating mga listeners and viewers. And again, this is SPARC, all about marriage and parenting in the eyes of spouses, parents, and children. And we are talking about OMG, bakit ganun? Usapan, transitioning from single life and married life. Okay, so, just to... Yeah.
Actually, ang mas kompleto, OMG, bakit ganun siya?
Bakit ganun siya? Minsan, yun nga, ayaw natin. Ayaw na may blaming. Ganun pala siya. Oo. Ganun
Bakit
pala
kaya
siya.
ganun siya?
Oo. So at least may tanong. Bakit? So baka hopefully habang tumatagal ang inyong pagsasama, nasasagot yung tanong na, bakit nga ba siya ganun?
Sabi nga nila, kung yung karanasan mo, the event comes out 3 times, paulit-ulit, even after you talked about it, usually that's an indicator, meron talagang mas malalim. May childhood history yan na the person might not even be aware of. So you pause and say, I want to know more, or, try to see if you can talk about it between the two of you. If not kami, we have to really get help para hindi na kami ikot ang ikot. Kasi minsan ang hirap pakita where it's coming from, that becomes a source of conflict.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so on that regard, Angel, Enzo, what is the most surprising thing that you've discovered about each other? More than the habits, but maybe some underlying things that you discovered, no? Yung mga pwede nyo i-share lang sa atin.
Joyful or sad?
Surprise. Medyo shock. Anything na na-shock kayo? So far. Maybe ever since you were dating or now that you're married.
No, it's not, it's like, so he has organized clutter, right? But a funny thing is, his favorite phrase or question is like, babe, where, have you seen the...
Fill in the blanks.
Yeah. Babe, I can't find the toothbrush is not in the...
Mimay moved it.
No, she didn't.
Si Mimay na naman. Talagang magda-dialogue kayo ni Mimay mamaya. I-guess na natin si Mimay next time.
Siya lang. So yeah, he has organized mess, but he can't seem to find things that he needs to find. That's surprising to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not bad. Sometimes I laugh at it na lang because it's literally in front of him.
Yeah.
Like, I
Oo.
have no idea.
Yan talaga. Sense of humor will bring you far in marriage. Enzo, anything that surprised you
In
that
your
you
defense.
discovered? In your defense. And your turn.
I really...
You're not aware.
Okay, because I would be more surprised kasi if I already had a concept of the
Angel.
person. Of the other
Yes.
person. You know, a solid concept.
Uh,
So I guess that's why the open mind, keeping an open heart, like not limiting your view of them. Parang ganun.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So,
no.
so
I have none.
wala masyado pang surprises. Kasi you're operating from wala kang expectation masyado or solid concept of
Not
who
walang
she is.
expectation, but just like no concept.
openness.
Yeah, the expectation comes after, but the concept is the origin.
Okay.
Because he has a saying, actually.
The person is never static, but your concept will always be static.
Okay.
You don't see the change then.
So wala kang
diba?
surprising information
Yeah,
yet.
parang-
Okay,
parang wala.
That's an interesting mindset to have in marriage. To be open and not to have a constant concept. Ito lang siya. Ito siya, therefore ito lang siya.
He has a thing where he would remind me na every day is like a new day to get to know you more. So he always says that. Like, this is a new day. There's always something new to learn about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something he reminds me of.
So that's interesting for me to hear. And I'm learning a lot. I hope our viewers are also learning a lot from our guest today. Pero ito naman, usapang biyanan.
Ayun.
In-laws.
Naku.
Mamaya, I will hear your point of view. Pero from Maribel, Doc Alan, ano nga ba ang dapat paghandaan, pag-usapan ng mga bagong kasal o ikakasal tungkol sa mga in-laws? Whether parents-in-law, sister, sibling-in-law, or other extended family.
Meron kaming kasing parang a chart, yung weekly schedule, Monday to Sunday. Parang kailangan makita nila, okay, saan mo ilalagay yung panahon mo, oras mo? Siyempre, nandun na yung trabaho. Automatic yon, no? Kasama na yung travel time. Nakakalimutan nila yung oras sa asawa. Kasi we encourage a weekly couple date, tapos araw-araw mag-uusap sila mga 20-30 minutes sana. And then, pero maybe yung transition kasi from single to getting married, the pool is there sa parents, sa in-laws, mga kaibigan. So, it's good to make a chart how much time and how often will you meet up. Because we don't have all the time. Wala pang baby yan kung walang anak, no? So, they really have to decide. And they have to make couple time. Kasi what we see, they give time to parents and in-laws. Yung sila, pagod na sila sa weekend kasi. So, even once a month, or you negotiate with your parents and in-laws na once a month maybe, not every week. Look at your schedule, no? And your energy.
If you don't live with them.
If you don't live with them.
Oo. May mga bagong kasal tayo. Hindi kagaya ni Enzo and Angel. May sarili na silang lugar. May condominium na kayo, di ba? Pero yung iba, in the beginning, habang nag-iipon, they stay with their in-laws first.
Hindi umalis kayo ng bahay.
So iba rules doon.
Iba na rules doon. Oo.
Paano yun, Dokalan?
Well, first, I think prevention, Doktor, di ba? Para prevention is always better, di ba?
Yes, yes.
That's
And
cute.
therefore, for those who are planning to make the transition, kinakailangan, in the language of Jesuit education, dapat merong immersion experience
Ano ibig sabihin
with the potential in-laws. Meaning to say that don't be sure that you're actually able to you have to go to your potential in-laws. You have to observe them, diba? You have to see
Pumunta
how
doon
they
sa bahay.
move. You have to interact with them so that you know what the culture is like.
Yeah.
Diba? And kung po pwede nga, di ba, yung mga diplomats, di ba, before they come to your country, di ba, may orientation sila about the culture, di ba?
Yes, the enculturation seminar.
So your
Ayun.
potential spouse should give the same kind of enculturation seminar.
The Armovit culture, the
Orientation.
Soriano culture, the Judicial
Diba?
culture.
What are the practices of my family? What are the no-nos? How is my family crazy? Diba?
Di ba
Things
yung
like that.
isa, pwede bang ipasok yung sapatos galing sa labas?
Oo.
Ay nako, issue yan nung isang couple namin, grabe. Na
Ngayon na nga lang nagkaroon ng common practice sa sinelas at sapatos dahil sa COVID, after COVID. Otherwise,
Pero
interesting.
tama yung immersion.
Kayong dalawa, tawa kayo ng tawa. Bakit? Share naman.
Okay, to start with in-laws, I suppose it was easy to jive or to blend as saying our father's side, let's say we're both Ilocanos, right? So there's quite a few similarities na there, with regard to culture and family, and also our mother's sides were also similar in a way. I think that's how we're able to connect easily also, because the upbringing, the upbringing.
Homogeneous
Yeah.
na to begin with. Marami ng commonalities, no?
Quite. Yeah.
There were differences, like he needed to adjust because we like manos, right? Mother's side, there's manos.
Bless,
yeah,
yeah.
bless. They don't really do that in their side. So they're beso and like they head bump. Yeah, the guys, they would head bump. It was an adjustment for him. Like, Ninang, he calls Ninang by her first name. Because you guys have been working together,
yeah.
right? So, when we correct him, like, Ninang na.
In fairness, ako rin naman, hindi yata
It's
ako sanay
weird,
naman.
right? It's weird for you also. So, there's that adjustment. But like, our families, we make it a point kasi that we really have time for family too. Like, it's part of our values. Like, together. So, it worked fine. What happens lang is, he would really limit, which I would agree on kasi he would say, okay, we don't have time na. So, for this week, we'll only go to Capital where the Armovits are. We'll only go to Capital once this week.
Yeah.
Or, do we have anything with the San Juans this week? Ganyan, ganyan. So, we'll see to it that we have time then for ourselves. Because our weekends, my weekends is Sunday, Monday. Parang ganon. So, we'll divide the time accordingly. But we see to it that we see family.
Okay. Very crucial talaga yung pag-uusap, no? Communication. So, and I also like the idea of prevention. So, enculturation. Marami ako natututunan. Yes.
Really an adjustment.
Yes.
Yeah, with both families then naman.
Yes.
Because I don't...
What about you? Your adjustment
My
sa
adjustment with
Armovit?
them,
The head bump.
head bump.
No, actually, the head bump's only for Armovit males.
For the the males.
It's only the
lang.
males who do it.
The
Di
males
ba,
I got it
lang.
from my lolo, from my like or his dad. Yeah,
Your lolo did it, ha?
yeah.
Oo.
That's how we would greet.
Ang head trauma. Pwede kay football player, mahilig mag-header. Pero teka
No,
muna.
not a strong head bump.
Oh,
Just a touch.
Just a touch.
Just
Okay.
a touch base. Parang touch base.
So habang we're in the topic of adjusting, talking about things, and communication, meron tayong magandang questions sa Facebook ba to? YouTube, no? From Rhea Rosas Gadi. Hello, shout out to Rhea. Did you change your communication style after you got married? What changes did you make as a couple? So your style of talking, your style of being intentional, preparing. Kasi again, sanay kayo either mga kapatid nyo lang or parents or kayo lang, but now you have to fix your schedule together.
When we argue, that's one adjustment because I want to settle things right away. Sometimes I would, not sometimes, but most of the time I want it sana maayos na. Sometimes it takes him a while to want to talk about, depending on the gravity of things, I think. We need to give each other time before we can sit down and talk. So like, you wanna
That's true. I need some cool down time, or if I'm in a different headspace. Let's say I came from a job, or I got home from a program. I need to pause first. I need to maybe have a good shower or stretch a bit before I
Talk.
get into the headspace of talking about something serious or something we need to agree on.
So it's a
Right.
compromise of like meeting each other at the same level of coolness and headspace. So we
I
won't
asked-
explode.
I asked.
Yeah.
So I asked for the time. And then I asked to agree on a time. Can we talk about this later, like after lunch? Or before we cook? Let's
Yeah.
talk about it
That's
na.
good. You make an
So we don't
appointment.
cook about it.
Diba?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
don't explode.
Yeah. Or you
'Cause
don't ambush, as we
yeah.
call it.
Yeah. So both of you are ready.
Because
Yes.
when you're angry,
Diba?
you tend to really say things, diba,
Yeah.
that you regret or
Right.
things like that. So we both cool down. It's something that I adjusted with. Because I would, when I explode, I would explode.
Explode. Oo.
Because I don't get angry like a lot. Parang, I'm like my dad that way. Parang, I keep it until parang nagaganyan na siya. Like, there's a bar.
Yeah.
So now I learned na parang pakot, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I learned
Wag
that I
ipunin.
can't, I
Yeah.
can't do that. So when I'm thinking of something na he'd ask, because he would recognize it,
He
right?
senses it.
Yeah, he senses it. So parang slowly I would,
Yeah.
the bar goes down, ganyan,
Right.
ganyan. So that's an adjustment.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
before, I would automatically parang,
Yes.
That's good na they make an appointment actually.
Yes.
Because you have to check if both of you have to be willing and okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Versus the ambush we say or wanting to talk. And it's good that Angel knows that the style also of Enzo, parang he needs time or space. And I think, you're able to adjust to that. But
Yes.
not too much naman din, which is not good either.
And I'm sure as marriage coaches, you guys have a lot of tips na pwedeng i-share, no? Paano nga ba mag-usap dapat? Pero gusto ko rin i-highlight, maraming nakaka-relate dyan doon sa style nyo na one person is a confrontational person or wants to talk about it right away. Yung isa, meron pang brewing period or merong calming period kasi they need space to gather thoughts or maybe to simmer down yung emotions. Pero paano nga ba? So I direct this now to the Junicios. What's an ideal or what do you suggest is the best communication style na dapat i-adapt ng mga mag-asawa?
Well, yung isa, yung gumawa nga ng appointment.
Appointment.
Schedule natin.
Appointment? Kahit asawa mo na? Bakit?
Oo. Kasi,
Because your spouse is your most important customer.
Yeah.
Diba? You set appointments with your customer. Set appointment with your spouse also.
Tsaka we don't assume, no? Huwag kayong maging asumera. Huwag asumera na porket asawa nyo na, laging ready. Kasi
Wow.
marami ding iniisip, marami ibang hats na sinusuot at ginagawa na roles.
maswerte ka lang sabihin niya, sige, pwede ngayon. At least, di ba, swerte
Yes.
yun. Pero, most of the time, talaga, later this time, maglaan ng oras na.
Set appointment.
Set appointment,
What else?
specific. Tapos, yung sinasabi nating halt.
Halt.
Oo.
Ano yung halt?
H-A-L-T.
H-A-L-T. What does that mean?
Yung H, hungry. Pag gutom ka, kumain ka muna. Kasi may tao talaga, if you know yourself, there's some people when they're hungry,
Mainit ang ulo.
mainit ang ulo, hindi mo pwedeng kausapin.
Biochemical yan. Hindi po
Oo.
yan,
So some
Hindi yan
spouses,
joke talaga.
kung ganun, alam mong, pag gutom yan, mainit ang ulo, magdala ka lagi ng baon. So may mga asawa ganyan, nagdadala lagi ng pagkain. Gusto mo kumain
Crackers.
muna? Crackers or
Candy.
whatever. Oo. Tapos yung A, darling,
Yeah, you cannot be too angry. Yan. Kasi syempre, when you talk, okay naman na magalit. Pero kung sobrang galit na hindi ka na makakaisip,
Tsaka nanggigigil ka na.
Oh,
no? Tsaka,
there's a reason why the synonym for angry is mad. Diba? And the synonym for mad is crazy. Kasi when you're angry, you do crazy things, diba? You say crazy things. So if you're too angry, dapat huwag muna kayong mag-usap.
Cool down muna.
Cool down muna.
Okay, HA.
Mindfulness ka muna.
Yes, buti na lang. Dito ating mindfulness coach. So,
And then
hungry,
L,
angry, L is
low. When
Low.
you're feeling low, di ba? You kind of relax muna, maybe call a friend, sleep, listen to music, because the energy has to be really positive and good. Baka may masabi ka.
or
And-
low battery, no? Galing kang
Oo.
traffic, galing kang trabaho.
Why am I cranky? You just need a nap.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Sometimes,
Kapag when
yeah.
you're cranky, kasi I would tell him I'm cranky. Like, I'm super annoyed. Do you need a nap? You need
Yeah,
sugar.
Do you
Recharge.
want a nap? You want a snack? Do you want
Let's just
offer
nap.
choices?
Gaganon.
Yeah.
Just nap first.
Kaya nga tawag na power nap. Eh. Literally, you're getting recharged with power.
Sa
Yes.
Tagalog, itulog mo muna. Diba?
So, asa na tayo?
T.
L. T. Ano yung T?
Time constraint.
Time constraint.
Kasi di ba parang gusto mong pag-usapan pero alam mo that you don't have enough time to talk about this. Mahaba-haba ito, di ba? So unless you're willing to do it episode by episode, di ba? Then or divide it into parts.
Sections.
Oo. So
Chapters.
yeah.
O yung mga 5 minutes, tapusin natin. Or sometimes, before leaving. That's why the schedule or the appointment is good. Kasi pag nagmamadali, wala.
Kung kailan ka aalis, doon i-bring up yung malaki.
We do have a rule about that, though, about time. We make it a point that we don't carry it the next day. That's
Kung pwede.
as much as possible.
As much as
That's how we
possible.
want it. But have we
Yeah, and
followed
because of
through
that,
with
there have been nights where we don't sleep for a while until we can,
Wow.
until we can really
Yeah.
talk wells
Yeah.
about it and come to a resolution.
But not naman 4 a.m., 3 a.m. No naman.
Di naman.
No
But
naman.
you know, there's been times, where we
Bata
commit
pa
to
naman
that.
sila,
We commit to
darling.
that
Pero,
rule.
Okay, what do you
And I
think about that? Huwag daw
yung ano,
matutulog.
Don't let the sun set, di ba, on your problems.
Diba?
Feeling ko-
Advice yan ng mga
feeling ko,
ninong-ninang.
I mean, within limits, okay lang yun. Diba? Pero meron mga bagay na hindi mo tatapos talaga, di ba? That
You'll sleep
the
on
sun
it
will
talaga.
rise.
Yeah.
And the problem's still gonna be there, no? In which case, you just take it, you take it in tranches.
Yeah.
Diba?
And there are issues that will not only take days, months, and years. So,
Taon,
talagang by installment yon. Now, they say, but can we still be friends? Of course, you can. Hopefully, you can put your problem in a box, but you can still hold the hands, time out muna. Di ba? Friends pa tayo. Pero yung issue, unresolved pa. Klaro yun. At pag-uusapan natin sa ganitong oras.
Yes. And ako, yes and no. So kung hindi nyo matatapos ngayon, siguro a compromise to our couples is remind each other na, okay I love you, pero right now, di pa tapos yung topic natin.
Oo.
So parang,
Yes.
kahit na medyo may konti ka pang inis, paalala mo lang na, I love you, pero right now, I don't like you so much. Pag-usapan natin to bukas ng 10 a.m. So, merong
Oo.
alam na may continuation at saka hindi mo iniiwan sa ere yung topic.
Good night. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you too.
Trying to
Pero may
convince
inis pa rin.
yourself, ano?
At least yung
Sige na, sige na.
authentic pa rin. Okay, so, wow, tinitingnan ko yung oras. Parang ang bilis ng oras, no? Pero meron pa tayong isang question on social media and screen time. Issue ba yan sa mga couples or issue ba yan sa inyo?
Sa couples kasi kailangan schedule yan. Nakakakain ng
Screen time?
Oo, ng malaking oras. Diba? Scroll ka na stroll or so part of the time management of the couple, kailangan pag-usapan, how much screen time do I need for my relaxation? Baka that's your recreation or whatever it is. Or even your guidelines about what to post on Facebook. Naku, meron bang mga ganyan? That somebody wants to be a little more private on certain things. So, kailangan pag-usapan din yan.
Kasi anong mga pwedeng nagiging issue other than the eating up ng oras ng kakascroll? Ano yung mga social media
May
issues
privacy.
minsan?
There's some people who are more private. One might be more private than the other. So you have to talk about your degree of privacy and define it. Ano ang private? Ano ang pwedeng public? Diba?
I see.
So,
Issue
Has
ba
to
yan
be
sa
like
inyo?
agreed upon.
yes.
No?
Oo.
Yeah.
So we're actually quite aligned in that. We're very like private people. We don't post much of personal things like this is what I ate today. This is who I was with today. Unless it's intentional. Like here,
Yeah.
okay, I was in a podcast today, guys, diba? then it has a reason
Yes.
to be public,
Right.
diba?
Right.
But
Yeah.
little things prefer to keep to ourselves.
Oo.
Even our close friends, let's say, didn't know that we went to Vietnam until maybe 2-3 months after. Let's say.
Okay.
We'll just inform family. Let's say.
So you agree on that? At least with
Yeah,
what
we're
is
aligned.
posted sa social media. Yung oras, yung dami ng sa
I posted
pag-dinner
social
ba?
media for like travels, but like months after.
Oh.
Yeah.
We know. Yeah, that's where we're
For
aligned.
scroll
with
for screen time, as long as you don't do it whilst with family, like when we're talking and then you're scrolling,
or date.
That's or dates.
Or the-
Yeah.
Again, intentional. The word of the day. Being
Intentional. Oo. Pero
Yeah.
speaking of screen time, speaking of social media, paano naman ang mga messages? Yan ba ay sinishare or yan ba ay private? Like mga text messages from
people,
Messenger, Viber. Are you open to sharing your password to each other and reading each other's messages?
We know each other's phone passwords, but we don't read
I don't
each
have one,
other's.
actually.
You do. You have like
Don't say that on public. Baka makita ka ng mga phone mo.
some apps, but
no,
not
the
the lock
phone.
screen.
The phone. You have a lock.
Do I?
Do you not know your phone at all?
Oh no, that's my other phone.
Okay.
That's my second phone.
So,
Sorry, busy person.
we don't read each other's messages. Unless na lang kunwari I'm driving, hey, can you please someone message me? Ganon. So it's privacy as well as there's trust
Yes. Trust.
as a couple, as your partner. Parang don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't read messages unless asked.
So Maribel, Doc Alan, is there a rule on this? What do you think of their practices and what do you recommend?
Maganda yung practice nila that they talk about how much screen time, when to do it, and respecting the messages. You don't really read it because the foundation there is trust.
Trust.
With each other, no? And and we have to give that also to each one. But we know when the couple or one person, one spouse, becomes doubtful, ayan, syempre, makukuha niya yung cellphone habang nasa banyo ka or something. Lalo na pag yung cellphone na yun sumama sa banyo, delikado.
Oo.
And actually, when when one spouse deliberately prevents the other spouse from reading,
Inaagaw
red
eh,
flag
no?
yan. Di ba? Oo. Yeah.
Meron yung random lang na kinuha yung phone.
May
Bakit?
reaction.
May
Bakit
reaction?
ka nagre-react,
Bakit?
no?
Oo.
That's interesting. Okay. So what I heard from there is trust, no? At saka, kung wala kayong itatago, bakit kayo mag-react pag nahawakan ng asawa nyo
nga.
ang inyong mga cellphone? So it's, especially sa mga bagong kasal, it is always important na you build your relationship, your marriage on the foundations of trust, no? For both ways. So that's nice. Okay, so just to check, we only have a few minutes left and I just like to ask, is there anything that you both want to share to our viewers, no? Like your advice, perhaps, Enzo and Angel, and I'll give you the last word, Maribel and Doc Alan, that you'd like to share to engaged couples or newlywed couples out there in the same boat as you. Sa ating mga honeymooners, any piece of advice. Marami na kaming natutunan sa inyo, pero meron pa ba kayong gustong sabihin talaga directly to our viewers?
Ako, I'd like to circle back to the topic of the in-laws. So just thoughts of
Wow,
that.
you read my mind. Galing.
So like, okay, have time for your family, yes, but like this time kasi ang priority mo would be each other. So like your moms or your dads would probably share their insights with you, or like, oh, this is what you need to do, da 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 da, or this and that. But it's a different dynamic now. So it's you as partners. So the decision would be between the two of you and not like what your parents would say. And we've gotten used to asking din kasi like, Ma, what do you think? Pa, what do you think? Ganyan, ganyan. But now it's a different thing. It's like, hey babe, what do you think we should do na? Like, how do you feel about this, and that? So there's that boundary. You have to set that boundary between you and your in-laws and like your relationship.
Your own parents,
and your own parents.
Agree. So I we've had the same conversation with Maribel another time that you can't please your family every Sunday. You can't please both sides of your families every Sunday. You'll have to say no at times. And I realized earlier when we were talking about that, about the in-laws, is as the male, the rule is, diba, to protect. But the female, the role is to expand, to grow, to nurture, to bring family together. So naturally, some Sundays she would like to be with my family, and then with her family after. That's what we did yesterday. But because we had space and we had the energy.
Yes.
But when I sense that the week has been hard, long, we need to rest, seek refuge first with each other in our own home. That's where I step in. I say no. Let's not see my family this weekend.
Okay.
And then the trust is there. She trusts my decision to call it
Okay.
for the week.
Thank you, Enzo.
Wait, last na.
Yes.
And then for the newly engaged ones, focus on the marriage rather than the wedding.
Yeah. Speaking,
Yeah.
So I think Maribel and
That's
Alan
something
has
very
something
important.
to share about that. What are your tips? And
which they attended Discovery Weekend, which we just had 21 couples this weekend, which we run every month by the Marriage Preparation Foundation. So just look up Discovery Weekend online. And Love Institute will supplement whatever you learn, because there are 6 more topics after Discovery Weekend that will be good to talk more and to understand more, especially one's personal history.
And the Center for Family Ministries also has a marriage
Weekend
preparation program na maganda, no? Oh,
Yeah.
So, in other words, the menu, maraming mga pwedeng pagpilian to prepare for the marriage and not just the
That was very
wedding.
helpful actually for us.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of topics were discussed.
Yeah.
And we were really grateful for that.
And we have we have 2 more, the couple vision. We will sit down pa with them regarding the couple vision. Para to plan out your life, that's important. No? So, so look us up in the Facebook of Love Institute for the marriage preparation. This is preventive again, rather than curative.
Yes.
Pagka 2 years married, they don't know how to communicate. Maganda sa kanila, di ba? They're talking, it's intentional. And to start it that way is fantastic.
Yes. And that's why this is also our topic in our pilot episode. Starting off the whole topic of marriage and parenting with intentionality. So I hope all our viewers na nakikinig, whether you're engaged, whether you're newlywed, o kahit matagal na po kayong kasal, or may kilala kayo na nagbabalak magpakasal, intentionality is the main word here, and prevention. Kasi ayaw natin magkaroon ng
Curative.
ng cure or sakit or therapy, because it's always happy to keep the marriage going and to date. So marriage preparation, not just wedding preparation, is also the key. So with that, allow me to share our Bible verse for the day, which comes from Genesis 2:24. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So I guess like all vocations, no, being married has its share of blessings and challenges. Pero ang importante, pinaghahandaan. So gaya nga ng sinabi ni Angel earlier, no, nag-iiba na yung loyalty mo. Dati nagtatanong ka, Mami, what do you think? So now it's, babe, what do you think? Nakiki-babe. Pero at the same time, it takes a lot of strength. Becoming one, united by two distinct people is not very easy. So with that, thank you once again for our guests, Angel and Enzo Armovit, Dr. Alan and Maribel Jonicio. We're so blessed to have you, and to all our viewers, listeners, wherever you're following us. We hope to see you here once again. We will be joining you. Join me every Mondays on Radyo Katipunan here on SPARC. And may this conversation spark lasting joy and deeper love in your relationships. Thank you and God bless.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa loob, sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng